Good morning, good afternoon, or good night. This is Tatsuya TMA bringing you another TatsCast. This is a ranked match, still not with the Season 3 items. Those will be coming most likely next week, as I plan to finally jump back into ranked with the new items this coming weekend, as I have had this week to test a lot of them out. Pardon me. In this match, I will be playing Bloodlord Vladimir up in the top lane versus Malphite in the top lane. In the mid, we have our Morgana versus their Orianna. Down bot is a Lux and a Graves on their team versus a Lulu and a Corki on our team. And in the jungle, we have a Shyvana versus their Lee Sin. So this is what you do when a Malphite doesn't get banned and gets picked very quickly, which is what happened in this match, is you can play a Vladimir. Because he does a Vladimir, I should say. Because he is a very good counter to Malphite, as he's got a lot of ranged harass, and he can out-harass him, and he can usually out-farm him. So that's what I did. Some announcements. Feel free to join me on my stream at www.twitch.tv/TatsuyatMA. That's TatsuyatMA. There's usually some shenanigans going on with me and my frenzies. I apologize for any language you might hear if you have some virgin ears, but I try and keep my friends at bay whenever I'm streaming. So feel free to stop on by. Whenever you do stop on by, please make a Twitch account so that you can log in, participate in the chat, because I like to chat with anybody that's there whenever I can. Remember, always help your jungler get their buffs if you want ganks. Now, item starts. This is a very interesting start for me. Boots 3 pots. Pretty much started on every single champ no matter what lane I play, unless it's support. Now, for those of you who have not played Vladimir, there's a couple different ways that you can build him, and I completely changed the way that I build him based on the game. Shyvana coming in for the gank. She has the red buff and forces the Malphite flash. Whew! Thought I might have been muted, but I wasn't. And again, I know that I say this on a lot of my casts, but I just wanted to thank everybody that subscribes and watches my videos and gives a lot of positive feedback. It's kind of crazy to be, on the internet and actually get positive feedback most of the time from the comments, and the transfuse goes down. The auto attack, and Malphite just sits and takes it. But I greatly appreciate it. And you guys are the reason that I keep doing this, just because, I like the comments. And I like making videos that people enjoy. So, I keep doing it. Let's check out some other lanes here. Well, this one is not too much going on. Purple team, my team, is pretty pressed up. However, they do have the nice little ward placement there. Directed camera, sending me back up top. Because let's be honest, that's where the action is. Transfuse goes down. Shyvana trying to come back in for a gank. But Malphite will just simply walk away. So with Vlad, one of the things that Lee Sin didn't do here is he didn't gank early enough. Are we seeing a dive? We will not see a dive. Lee Sin, oh no, unnecessary turret hits. First blood. Will Lulu take... Oh, and Lulu takes it back. Oh no, Lee Sin coming in on the Shyvana. Shyvana is ignited. Ignite is down. But they will not chase. First blood goes to Graves. However, Lulu puts him down. Seeing some action in the mid. Seeing trades back and forth. Orianna was hit by the Dark Binding. Throws the ball out. Morgana runs out of mana. Fed Lulu. It's pretty much too strong. Would have been nicer if Corki had it, but it's okay. Lulu is actually a a very, very strong support. And as you can see, that lane was very, very pushed, but that's usually what happens when there's a Lulu, just because of the Glitter Lance harass. If she hits some minions, it's going to naturally push the lane. And that's kind of why you want a Lulu, is if you have a really aggressive AD carry. But she's tough. She is tough. Lee Sin wants to come in for the gank. Oh, and Morgana leaves the game. That does not smell good things for purple team. Transfuse going down. Lee Sin still waiting in the bush. Letting as much harass go down as possible while not moving at all. Uh-oh, Lee Sin wrapping around. The shard goes out. The slow is down. Lee Sin still waiting on the other side of the wall. He is going to come in now. He is going to hit. But Vladimir troll pulls out. And the ignite goes down, but will it be enough? The pot. Oh, and Malphite makes it out. Luckily, Lee Sin safeguarding to him. If it was not for that safeguard, Vlad would have had the kill. Direct to camera. Why are you taking me to Lee Sin? This is a roughly 1350 elo match. The snare goes down on Corki. Graves trying to dash in, but gets turned into a pretty little animal. Sorry. So I have not gone back yet. I still just have boots. Malphite has gone back, bought himself a Philo stone. I'm at 27 to his 12 minion kills, so he knows that he's down on minion kills. Knows that he can't really out-harass me, so he did go for that Philo stone. I haven't gone back yet, so I haven't really bought anything. The transfuse, we're seeing some trades here. The auto attacks, the ping goes down for Vlad. Lee Sin coming in behind. But the troll pool underneath the sonic wave, and I will make it out safely. Vlad is somebody who can very easily escape with the pool. Snare barely missing the Corki. I take Ignite Ghost. Ignite's pretty awesome, and especially when his ult goes down, because they take increased damage, so Ignite will do more damage. Plus the Ghost is nice just to get places. Since he's got to kind of do consistent damage between... Oh, Morgana reconnects, and she's back, although she was already back earlier, but having some DC issues, Morg, having some DC issues. Never lose hope. It's still only 1-to-1, very, very even on gold, 8.8 to 8.8. By very, very even, I mean pretty much exact. Shyvana coming in for the Orianna. Orianna trying to slow, the ball goes out, dissonance goes out. Shyvana backs her off, taking about half of her health back, which should be nice for that Morgana coming back to lane. Graves getting harassed down. They want him. Oh no. Vlad trying to pool, not knowing that Lee Sin was going to come out in the Sonic Wave, and Lee Sin puts down Vlad, starting at 0-1-0. Super duper sad face. Blue team furiously pinging the red. Thinking that maybe Shyvana was taking it. I don't know. The snare goes down on Lulu. But because it's not a stun, Lux is still made into a cat. Lux trying to keep them off as much as possible. Oh, and the shield barely saving the Corki. Corki, leave! Leave, Corki! Valkyrie out. That's right. Ugh, what a save, Lulu. What a save. Shyvana's coming in on the Malphite. We are seeing a little bit of a dive here, but she's taking a little bit too much turret damage. Malphite will make it out just fine. Alright, so if you look at my build now, I got 2 Amplifying Tombs, Morgana. The soil goes down. Will we see a Dark Binding? Did we already see a Dark Binding? Dark Binding must have missed, and I didn't see it. So I have 2 Amplifying Tombs. I am going for the Hex Tech just because it has tons of synergy on Vlad with the Transfuse. He can just stay alive and sustain through a lot, and I really want to try and sustain in my lane as long as possible without taking my turret for a decent amount of time, just so that I can keep that Malphite up there and consistently kind of shut him down, since I am still, well, sorry, we're even on minion kills right now. He's 0-1, so he's actually got me beat on gold. Blue team pushing in on the purple team. Smoke screen goes down for Graves. Graves a little bit overextended. Oh no, the Ignite goes down on Corki, but the Corki flashes away. Oh, and the laser comes out, but the Lulu saves again. Oh, and Corki puts down with the rockets. Corki sitting at barely any health. However, Lux is all out of tricks, and Lulu picks up another kill. Purple team turning that fight from nothing into something. And as you see here, Malphite cannot hang with Vlad anymore. He is getting transfused and Tides of Blooded out of the lane. Dark Binding hits on the Ori. The soil goes down, but Lee Sin's right behind. Morgana, will she make it out? Yes, she should be just fine. Oh, but the Dark Binding goes down right when Shyvana comes in. The Ignite goes down, but he safeguards out right when the Morgana ult comes out. Woo! This is full of closeness. Shyvana coming back in, seeing that this Lee Sin's really low, but he gets a shield from Orianna and safeguards away to safety. Shyvana wrapping back around. The ward goes down. Leave Lee Sin. Actually, no, stay Lee Sin. What am I talking about? You're on my team. You're not on my team. You're not on my team. You're not on my team. The reason why directed camera is not going up top too often is because it's a pretty boring lane. As you see, he. I am pretty much just farming and harassing him anytime that it comes up, or anytime that I can. So, transfuse on cooldown on on Malphite, which my transfuse is a little bit further than his shard, and even if he shards me, I can sustain longer. Oh, Lee Sin barely making it out again to this Shyvana. Corki misses the rocket. Minions getting in the way. Are we going to see a dive? 2 of them very low, and Shyvana ulting in, trying to put down the Graves, and Graves will go down. Oh, why would you go away? Oh, double kill by Corki. And Lux trying to do everything that she can while sitting on the turret. Directed camera. Malphite coming in now. I did call the MIA. I promise. Going after the Shiv. Split focus. Corki trying to go back in the bush. Will he make it out in time? Oh, no, he won't, but he will Valkyrie over the wall. However, Orianna is here to quickly shut down the Corki. Shyvana and Lulu will make it out, but Corki goes down yet again. Now sitting at 3-2-2. What do you do when your lane leaves the lane? You push the lane and make him pay for it. Which is exactly what I am doing here. Pushing the lane, making him pay for it. Tides of Blood, on cooldown, transfusing the minions. Direct to camera, apparently. It wants it to be right here. Oh? Oh yeah, there goes the score. Boom. We can see more now. We can now see the scoreboard. I still have not gone back since my first back. Malphite has. He is now, because he is, like I said, he's decently, he's 20 minion kills behind, which isn't terrible. Shard goes down, the transfuse, the Tides of Blood. And Vladimir coming out. A little bit more on top. Lee Sin now trying to come up and gank. But Shyvana is there. Shyvana is here. Shyvana gets engaged by the Lee Sin. Lee Sin safeguards out. Ooh, and comes in just in time to see the Corki put down the Lux. The rocket, the exhaust was enough to slow him down. Well, they put him out. Oh, and the slow goes down just in time for Corki to get the rocket kill on the Graves. Now sitting at 7-4 with a 1.5k lead. Not too bad. Actually, no turrets have gone down, no dragons have been had, so that's pretty much all farms and kills. That's a pretty good lead for purple team here. This is a nice little gank spot, just in case you didn't know, which is what Shyvana's doing. She came up through the tri-bush, around through over here. However, she will back off because Malphite's just sitting on his turret. Nope, we're going to see that. The black shield goes down, the Morgult goes down, the ball completely misses. Oh, but the dark binding completely misses. Oh, that's what it was. Orianna hits the ult onto Morgana, doing massive damage, tons of damage. And we're seeing some nice little trades here. The Ignite goes down on Malphite. The Ghost getting popped by Vlad for absolutely no reason. Shyvana ulting in. And the shield goes down. But I don't know if you know this, but Shyvana has AoE damage around her, which is enough to put down the Orianna and shut her down. Malphite trying to ult, but the Vlad ult goes down. Oh, barely. And the transfuse, he makes it out with barely any health left. Malphite's little bit too little damage with the ult ground pound combo. Nice. We're pink warding dragon to get rid of their wards. I love it. That is my song. Corki going after it. There is a ward in there, so they can't see him. Lux misses the Valkyrie in, and he will be put down underneath the turret. Only going down to about half of his health, and by a half I mean a third. Corki really starting to show some power now, sitting at 6-2-2, has not built that Trinity Force yet, decided to go for the early Bloodthirster, which I kind of like, really allow him to win some of these trades. Now, 2 wards going down, but one of them a pink, trying to get rid of that Tri-Bush ward. Morgana, stop missing your Dark Binding. You stop it. Corki getting stuck in front of the turret. We'll take a turret hit. Oh, finally hits the Dark Binding. She took my advice, but the soil was already out and on cooldown, so she couldn't do anything else to follow that up. The snare goes down on a Corki. Oh, so much damage, and he will dive. Gets exhausted. Will put down the Lux. And in the meantime, Morgana trying to put down the Lee Sin, but obviously a Lulu ult goes down, and Graves made into a kitty. The flash goes over the wall, and Lulu takes out the Graves. Fed Lulu 3-0-7. Ooh hoo hoo. Orianna trying to go after this Morg. Oh, but she flashes over the Dark Binding. Morg barely making it out alive, and now the Malphite trying to make it in flashes through the turret. All this excitement. Oh, the Dark Binding on the Malphite. Morgana dancing around. Now Corki comes in to save, but the Malphite ult misses her barely in the bush. The ground pound goes down. In the tormented soil. The dance, Morgana, the dance. I take back everything I said. You danced, you survived, you lived. Oh. And Vladimir surviving up top, farming. This is how I do. And now we take our first dragon, 18 minutes. Not too bad. A little bit later than I'd like, but there weren't any clear times to do it, I'd say, earlier. Unless I'm just a noob. Oh god, you're such a noob. You totally could have done the dragon at this other time. So, seeing that Malphite was gone, what did I do? Took the turret. Why not get your team some gold? Give yourself a little bit of a further advantage. It is now 13-5. We have a super fed Corki, 7-2-4. He is just showing his true and utter power. Diving whenever possible. Coming in and rocketing minions for the farm. Sitting at 143 farm versus Graves' 83 farm. That is very low for a Graves. Even if a Graves is pushed up against his turret, he should be able to farm a little bit. What I'm going to do here, just because I want to try and get used to it, is I'm going to pause the game just so we can take a look at a little bit of the item builds. As you see, as Vladimir up top, wanting to sustain as long as possible. Rush this early Will of the Ancients, as well as the Ionian Boots of Lucidity for the cooldown reduction. What this combo right here will do is it gives a ton of sustain, because Tides of Blood is now giving some health back. Transfuse is giving a lot of health back because it gives the spell vamp amount as well as the natural amount, and it's on a very short cooldown because of the Ionian boots of lucidity. Another thing I will sometimes do with a Vladimir is I will go with a spell pen build, like a Haunting Guise. Now you can actually build that into a Leandry's, an Abyssal, as well as a Void Staff early, and it's pretty bone crushingly amazing. This Malphite, as you saw in the lane, was just not doing so well, so we went for straight GP 10s. So that's a little bit about what we got for items. For my lane, at least. Morgana sitting on some Stork Shoes and some Dorn's Blades. Obviously, she was having some trouble with some mana early. Oh, Shyvana getting caught out here. Gets hit by the Sonic Wave, and the Vladimir goes down. Only hitting Orianna and Lee Sin. That's actually not bad considering that's 2 out of 3, and they will back off. That's blue team, by the way. So Graves sitting here on, he only has Zerks and a Vamp Scepter versus Corki's fully finished Bloodthirster and 2/3 finished Trinity Force. That's just, ugh. Our AD carry is a much more fed than their AD carry. However, Ori does have her, she has her Athene's Unholy Grail finished, which is some nice cooldown reduction, some nice mana regen for, and T damage. That's T-E-H damage. It has hit the 20-minute mark, and there is no surrender. Good for blue team. I hate when people are like, oh, we're down some kills, gee. And as you know, I'm not afraid to post losses anymore because my last game, oh, spoiler, was a loss. This is probably one of my least favorite points, not in a cast necessarily, because this is when I usually talk about pretty much anything that I want to, but my least favorite point of a game is when there's all this dancing going on and nothing really happening. Uh-oh, Morgana getting hit. Oh, the Malphite ult coming in, but Corki just sitting in the back lays down on the Lee Sin and puts him down. Now Valkyrie's in. Vladimir coming in to finish off his lane mate. Malphite with tons of help from that Corki, and now Corki coming in from the backside. We are going to see a dive, and Lux goes down really quickly and puts down the Orianna right after she ults. Ori had no chance. Corki is just way too fed. Now sitting 10-2 and 5. We should be pushing this mid turret. So we all walked out of there with a pretty decent amount of health. But this is a problem I've seen a lot in the games that I play and the elo range that I play versus if you watch some professional time periods. But time periods, I don't know, that doesn't even make sense. Professional games is whenever they win a team fight, especially if they take out some significant people on the other team, is they always push. We pushed that first turret, but we did not push that second turret. We most likely could have finished it. Corki going after, oh, but gets hit by the snare. 3v1, it's 3v1, the Lux laser going down. And Corki shut down. Super sad face. Who got the kill? It was Lux. That's okay. Support kill. So yeah, in that last team fight, we put down their Malphite, we put down their Orianna and their Lux. They were all down and not necessarily up right away. We should have pushed that second turret. If we all just stayed there, we could have pushed it down real quick, but we didn't. Everybody kind of backed off. So be sure, whenever you win a team fight, take full advantage, but you don't want to get too greedy. I think that's the difference between lower elo and higher elo play, is knowing what's too greedy and what you can get away with what you have so far. If that Corki had stayed in, he does so much damage, we would have been able to put the turret down real quick. And as you saw, only aggressive there. The Dark Binding going down. The Glitter Lance. Malphite ulting in, trying to do everything that he can. The Morgana going out, and Malphite will go down to the Morgana. However, Graves makes it out and away. Lulu tossing a nice ult down on that Ghana in that fight. I I still have not gone back. How much gold am I sitting on? 2,700 gold. Do as I say, not as I do. Never sit on 2,700 gold. That's so much gold that we could have fought with in team fights. You never, if you have enough to buy, not necessarily like a single piece, but even that single piece can mean a huge difference. A blasting wand can mean the difference between winning a team fight and not winning a team fight. Even a Vam Scepter. You don't want to sit on too much gold at a time. And if nothing's happening, don't just sit around and get caught. Go back and buy. Now let's take a look at items. What did I finally buy? I bought a needlessly large rod and a chain vest. I think I'm probably going to buy Zonia's. Nobody on the team is really too fed. And I don't really know why I'm buying a Zonia's. That doesn't actually make any sense to me. To be honest. That's silly. I'm actually slightly perplexed by it. Still thinking about it. We are going to see a fight here. Dragon, I think. Corki trying to keep Orianna and... Oh! Putting some damage down on the Orianna, and the Ignite goes down on the Orianna. She will flash away, but the Valkyrie comes in from Corki. Oh, and he almost puts her down with the ult. And the ult goes down on Lee Sin. The Malphite ult comes in. The Lux laser comes across. Lux getting a kill on Morgana. However, Malphite, Lee Sin, and Graves both go down. Only one down for... and Corki chases down the Lux and puts the Lux down. So 4 go down for the blue team. Only 1 goes down for the purple team. Also, never think that your team comp is horrible. If you look at these team comps, I would say at Champ Select, I would pit a blue team against purple team. That blue team should win, just because there's tons of AoE damage from the Orianna. Malphite can ult in with an Orianna ball on him and pull the Orianna ult with a Lux laser coming across, and Graves has a lot of AoE damage for a carry. But our Corki's fed and our Malphite got shut down, so he goes down pretty quickly. And the Lee Sin is only 2, 3, and 2, obviously showing that he was not too much involved in the gankingness of this match. And you see here, Lee Sin built an early, not even early, but he built a Hex Drinker, which doesn't make too much sense because the most fed person on our team is Corki. So let's pause and take a second here. If you were blue team and you were to look at this, 3 kills for Shyvana. Granted, she's 3-0-5, but three kills for Shyvana. She is mostly AD. 3 kills for Lulu. You can kind of disregard that. That's most likely a cleanup or something like that. Only 2 kills for Vlad. And not too good a farm. 151 at 26 minutes is actually pretty low. And only 3 kills for Morgana with 4 deaths on that side. So she's obviously... She shouldn't be doing too much damage. Granted, she does have that Magi's. So, you have a Shyvana who's 3-0-5 and a Corki who's 11-3-5. What should you build? If you're the blue team, you should build armor. So, if you are a Lee Sin, you build something with armor. This Malphite is actually very smart. He's building that Glacial Shroud to try and stay alive a little bit longer through that Corki. Orianna, if I were her, I would turn this needlessly large into a Zonia's instead of into a Death Cap like she's probably going to. Lux, if she is going to build true support, should probably build an Aegis for her team. And Graves at 1-7-2 should just simply build some damage because he needs damage at this point. And if he goes for an obvious armor item 480 carries is that GA, but if he goes for a GA right now, he's just going to make himself even more worthless because he's not going to do any damage, and Corki taking on this Lux, getting caught by herself. But now Vladimir getting dove. However, you can't dive with Vlad when he's got the pool. The transfuse going down, but they will safeguard and dissonance out. And even though direct-to-camera did not want me to see that chase down on Corki, he did make it out alive. The Glitter Lance slowing down the Malphite. There was vision. Remember when Oracles lasted until you died? Shyvana now pushing in between the tier 2 turret and the first platform turret. Dark Binding barely missing on the Lux. We're gonna get snared. Black Shield is out. Purple Team's turret has been destroyed. Can you please show us that? They will all go back. Not too much that Lulu and a Vlad can do against 3, even if they are a little bit lower. Please show us this fight. The Malphite ult went out. The Vlad ult goes out. Lulu ults on the Vlad. He's staying alive as long as possible, and he will pull out Corki at the same time, putting down the Orianna and the double KO. Lux and Corki go out. Too much action all over the place. Oh, but Malphite comes in and will kill Malphite will kill Vlad and the Lux. However, in the meantime, what do you do when a team is split too much? You split as well. Shyvana and Morgana taking out that inhib, giving us a nice little advantage there since they were never going to make it back in time. If they had backed to try and help us, they wouldn't have really been there in time, even though it was pretty close. And what do they do instead? They take out they took out a tier 2 turret, a platform turret, an inhib, and another platform turret. By the way, this is what I'm referring to as a platform turret, because this is a platform. See? Stairs. Platform. Turkey camera goes back. Shyvana stealing the wolves like a boss. Now she will try and come in and steal the blue. Lee Sin and Lux coming in. They do not have any sight. The snare comes out. Orianna's there as well. The Lux laser missing both. Morgana will flash away. She has no mana. Now the 3 are chasing down on this Shiv. She does have her ult to try and get away. The dissonance to speed up the Lux. Oh, but the Sonic Wave misses. And the slow hits, but he does not slow. The snare misses. The attack misses. The ult. Orianna ult goes down on nothing. So much damage. And so many ults wasted. So many flashes. And Corki coming in to wipe up the Lee Sin. Now turning in on this Malphite. Meanwhile, Vladimir is chasing this Orianna as much as possible. Malphite coming in to ult down on the Corki, but Lulu ults, and Vlad still chasing down on the Ori. Should turn and help the Corki, but no, continues to slow down and chase the Ori. Corki, make it out. You will not make it out. Finally deciding to turn around and completely mop up a kill. The Shirelias, oh, 2 are snared. Lulu is still trying to make it in time. The slow hits, however, the snare lasted long enough. I think I just got a game invite. Orianna, will she be executed by the super minion? No, she will not. The shield goes down. Epic fight. Vlad, why do you keep chasing the Orianna? Silly. I think it was because she was the most fat on the team. And I figured, Corki, you're 14, 5, and 7. You can take on 3 all by yourself. Actually, it wasn't even by yourself. You had Lulu with you. And I will continue to push this turret. Taking a sip of my beverage. Finished up that Zonya's. Morgana, how many stacks do you have? You have, is that 8 or 18? 8 stacks. 8 stacks on your Magi. Very interesting build. I think she built that because she had some DC problems and wanted to try and make up for the lack of AP that she had early by building Magi's. Very risky, but you know, I guess she's got 8 stacks. We will not see a fight here. Lee Sin waiting on the other side, but decides he doesn't want to engage a fight or 1v4. It's not a good idea. Malphite definitely starting to be a little bit beefier. Oh, the Morgul goes out, but Zonya is out of the Lux Hall, and now Corki focusing down on the Malphite as that's the closest person to him. Now turning Focusing down on the Lee Sin. Lee Sin safeguarding out. Will he make it out? Oh, so close. Corki in the middle of the smoke screen. Now turning to focus down on the Graves, but Shyvana comes up to clean up the Graves kill. We lost the Morgana, however, they lost the Malphite and the Graves. Graves getting continually shut down. 1 and 10. Ooh-wee. That is something that you... Oh, Corki. And by Corki, I mean Shyvana. She is too beefy. And Lux, because she does not have too much AP for this point. She has a Rod of the Ages and an Easily Large, which actually is not that much, but 32 minutes in. The Lulu ult down on the Corki. He is just taking them on. 1v3, and Lee Sin saves him, kicking him away before enough damage can be put down on him. And in the meantime, he puts down the Ori. Lux doing everything that she can, snaring the Vlad. Oh, what a save by Lee Sin. Can we actually go back to that? We're going to go back. We're going to go back and watch that save. Lulu ulting in, or ulting the Corki, and kicked away by the Lee Sin. That just makes me super happy. Now we're back to where we were. Lee Sin, know your damage before you kick somebody away. If you're going to kick and you don't know exactly how much damage, or if you're going to be sure to put somebody down, get on the other side of them and kick them back, not towards safety, but towards your team. Can be tough sometimes to think about in the heat of battle. Corki going in on this Lee Sin with barely any health. However, that Bloodthirster letting him heal up all nice on that Lee Sin. And because he had the safety of his minions, Lee Sin couldn't Sonic Wave and kick to him. Corki waiting like an assassin now with 15, 5, and 9 sitting on the other side of that wall, waiting for some unsuspecting prey, and that prey will be the Graves. The Flash, the Valkyrie, and one more auto attack, and he gets put down. Now sitting in that smoke screen, the Lee Sin Sonic Wave will miss, and the Lux Snare misses. Oh, and he Valkyries out before the dissonance hits him. Corki just pestering him down bottom while the rest of us are up here getting us a little bit of a Baron. Blue team just a little bit too inundated with minions right now to really push out, and Corki soloing down, just causing... Look at how fed he is. He's taking the tank on 1v1. Nobody wants to really come near him. Oh, and he Valkyries out of the Orianna ult. How many times can he save himself? Now Lee Sin trying to take him on. This Corki is a superhero. The Lux ult going out. This is a 4v1 and nobody will hard engage him. I think it's because they have absolutely no sight on the rest of our team. They have no idea where we are. And we safely Baron, safely went back and bought. And he's just still by himself causing so much pressure. If only they knew that we weren't right around the corner. I wish that there was something that the team could buy so that they could put them down and see right around the corner and see where we were. They're called Sight Wards. They only cost 75 gold. That's roughly 3 minion kills. Please buy Sight Wards. They could have easily just taken on that Corki. And because he's so fed, he's practically all of our kills. You can waste 2 or 3 ults just to kill him. And they tried to, kind of, but he just Valkyried out. Wards win games. Hui, 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 hui. Ja, 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 ja. Morgana flashes in and ults, gets 4 with her ult, and Zhonya's 2 make it out, 2 do not. Lulu putting down the Graves. And the snare goes down on the Corki as he dives to put down the Lee Sin on the Nexus turrets. Still nobody dead. That Morgana made it out and the exhaust goes down. But the flash over the wall. Shyvana ulting over and another exhaust going down. Corki putting down the Malphite. Showing the true power. So much action going down on the platform now. Lux doing everything she can to make it back to her turret. Orianna disconnected from the game. I think she gave up, and we're seeing some lag, but as I think most of you can probably figure out, I think that this might be the end of the game, especially since you can see the bar down here, and we are down at the bottom. The Nexus going out. The Nexus going down. The minions desperately. Lux trying to do everything she can, and Lulu saves the Corki from the laser for the win. So that's a little bit of the Vlad up top. I hope you guys enjoyed the game. Please stop by my stream on Twitch TV, www.twitch.tv/TatsuyaTMA. The link is in the video description. It is also on my channel. If you liked what you saw and want to see more, please feel free to subscribe. I will release videos Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. It might be close to midnight depending on what time I get to it. The range of time can be any time between like midnight and midnight. Who knows? This one might actually even be past because I still have to compress it. So I might have slightly lied to you. It might be early Saturday morning. But now I'm going on a tangent. For anybody that's still watching, thank you. Thank you for listening to my tangent. The video on Monday will announce a winner for the last skin contest. If you want to know what the skin contest is, you have to watch my video. That was released on this past Monday. I believe it was an Eve video. Yes, it was. And at some point during that, it tells you how you can win either a Pack Silver skin or an NASA skin. There will only be one winner for this skin contest. But watch that video and find out. This is like the longest tangent ever. Yeah. On Monday, I'll announce it. Then that person will get a skin. Victory. Victory. Alright, I'm going to go play more League. Thanks, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye. Bye, 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 bye.